It is time.
Here it is from Thundercat from the album It Is What It Is, Dragonball Durag, here on Galaxy Jams Reacts.
Let's go.
I feel kind of fly, standing next to you. Baby girl, how do I look in my Durag?
He did this song with Ariana Grande and Domi from Domi and JD Beck.
Through the night, endlessly. I'ma keep on all my chains when I'm making love to you. Hold me close and let me squeeze you tight. Through the night, but baby girl, how do I look in my Durag? Would you tell me the truth? Do you like my Duro whip? Watch me go zoom, zoom. Baby girl, how do I look in my Durag?
Did you see that Vegeta?
Yeah, that was dope.
Stay with me and love me through the night, endlessly. I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me, am I doing it right? I may be covered in cat hair, but I still smell good. Baby, let me know, how do I look in my Durag? Don't lie to me. Let me rock you all night long. I'm trying to impress you, girl. Let me know, how do I look in my Durag? I'm trying to get intimate. Let me love you like you've never been before, baby.
Adam, what do you think so far?
This is an assault on the senses, and I'm enjoying it. I've said it before on the show. I'll say it again. It's in my life. It's much more important to be memorable than it is to be perfect. And,
Right.
And that is what Thundercat is to me. Like, there's so much humor. There's so much playfulness. Like, and then you're listening to the really sexy bass part going on, and then like there's kind of this little plucky little synth tone in the background that's just adding some texture. If I had $1 for every time I've said texture on this episode, this must be the texture episode. But you know, it's the song is called Dragonball Durag, and he's wearing a Dragonball Durag and a Vegeta chain. You know, it's so playful and whimsical. You know, you can't help but just be like, this is fun.
What did you think, Nathaniel?
I cannot stop smiling. I am so happy. This is wonderful, and we're about to see a cat on the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do
This-
like cats.
I'm putting this on so many playlists.
Yeah, definitely. And what I really like about Thundercat is like it's not comedic, but it's
Right.
as close to comedic as you can possibly
Yeah.
get because of how like you can see like his life and how like slice of life it is almost, right? He talks about like really, really like simple things that anyone can. I mean, this is all it really comes down to right now. The song is about like trying to get a girl to like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's essentially saying this girl's like rejecting like, you know, the quirkiness of his personality, you know, having the Dragon Ball Durag, and they're like, oh, I'm not all about it, right? But there's so many people that can identify with like that socially awkwardness, and it's kind of like a new age way of writing music and connecting with people, you know, instead of
Absolutely.
like, because like, you know, emo bands like started that idea of talking about themselves and their problems that people can identify with. Like first there was like music is generally talking about like the things like on the outside, and then people started talking about the things like on the inside, right? And I feel like this is taking it a step further and talking about things that are like so commonplace and so like nuanced and so common, right? That they're able to really like identify with like so many different people in their audience based on like the kind of music that they're writing and what they're singing about. And so I think like Mono Neon and Thundercat and Domi and JD Beck and bands like that are really doing a great job of like kind of being like that TikTok Gen Z
Yes,
sort of music
yes.
that's like coming out. And I feel like this is a great example of that, you know, like the video and like everything like that. It's sort of like putting a spin on like gangster rap almost, but in like a really, really funny way. And the last thing I'll say is I love how the idea and the melody doesn't really resolve itself. It kind of like just keeps coming, and it's so endlessly addicting to listen to. We've only made it through like a minute and a half of this, but it really makes me feel like I could listen to it forever.
You know, Mike, you touched on something that's really special, and you know, because I feel like Gen Z and like this TikTok generation, like they're leaning into this idea that, you know, I think of Bob's Burgers too when I see this, and I'll tie it together, I promise, in the sense that we're all weirdos. Like we're like, instead of being vulnerable in just the sense of like we have these real feelings and we all have this shared human experience, but also like we're all weirdos at some level, especially as artists. It makes me think of like Doja Cat. If you ever followed Doja Cat on Instagram,
it's so
she is a
similar.
weirdo. She's doing really. She's just trying to be playful and whimsical, and you know, shaved off her eyebrows, dyes them weird colors, and like it's just trying to like. It doesn't want to apologize for being who she is, and like that's something really great about this generation of artists, that it's another way of being relatable. It's another way of being colloquial by like, let me be vulnerable by showing you my weird, but I'm gonna lean into it and be proud of it and be cool, and it's something that's very endearing about what we're consuming right now.
Yeah, and a lot of what you're talking about as well, Mike, is that it's more like the literal lyric thing that's happening. It's like,
Exactly.
this
It's
is what's
not
happening
metaphor.
right now. No, it's not metaphor at all. It's like, I'm covered in cat hair. That's what he says in the lyrics. It's like, I'm covered in cat hair, but I got my, Dragonball Durag, so maybe you'll like me. And the other songs he has like are kind of like that as well, you know. Friend Zone's another great one if you want to check that one out. Let's get back into it. Thundercat, Dragonball Durag. Let's see if he gets somebody like him.
There's your cat, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, please love me. That's a nice spin.
She doesn't look amused.
I like the way the video shot too. She's calling 911.
In a dumpster.
Oh my god. Oh, she likes him.
Got one.
Go for it. Do it. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
they're dragging her away. Oh.
We've all been there.
She's like, I'll
She's like,
call
call
you.
me, call
He'll
me.
come back.
He's like,
Oh, that was
"All right."
lovely.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a
that
fun
was
song.
wonderful.
There's one thing I'll just mention real quick. I'm going to bring it up here. There's a comment here that is probably the best comment I've ever seen. Right here at the beginning, this video deserves an Oscar, a Grammy, a high school diploma, and a restraining order.
Oh my god, that's like the best way to put it.
They won the internet that day.
They won the internet that day.
Yeah, Thundercat just came to our town, the Norfolk, Virginia, and I missed it.
Yeah,
and
well,
I
we were
really
doing a
regret
show.
it. Oh yeah, that's the story of our lives.
Story of our lives, doing a show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.